Hey guys, so I'm up early this morning getting ready for church, so I thought I'd give you guys a little content. I've already primed my face with this Charlotte Magic Cream, and I've already put some of my Power Grip Formula, and I'm actually gonna go ahead and get started on my eyebrows. I'm going to start by taking some of this clear brow gel that I got from Amazon. Nothing too fancy. Just going to go ahead and I always hate it when you watch a content creator and they're like, oh, I'm going to go off camera and do my eyebrows. But I need to see what you're doing with your eyebrows, because I don't know about you guys, but mine never come out looking alike at all. Mine always come out looking like cousins, like almost like they don't even live in the same neighborhood. Like they may come from the same genealogy, but distant relatives for sure. So I could definitely use a few pointers in that department. After that, I usually pat them a little bit just to make sure there's not too much excess of that gel on there. Further, I take a brow pencil of any kind and just start filling in those gaps. Focus a lot more on the tail for sure. Make sure that's good. Okay, not too bad today. Either way, I'm going to clean it up with some concealer. But today they don't look too crazy. They've definitely looked worse. I'm going to brush them, make sure it all looks combined with the spoolie. Here I'm going to use my LA Pro Girl in Dark Cocoa. I'm going to take my angle brush. And clean that bottom part up. I also still do the top. Right from here, I bring down some of that concealer, add a little more. I like to go straight into eyes because I tend to be a messy makeup person. So I don't like to have all the fallout all on my face. So I prime my eyelids with my concealer. And today I'm wearing a light cream dress, off white dress from the Loop. So I'm gonna keep it kind of neutral. May add a pop of glitter, so I am gonna use this Supernatural Glow 350 Morphe palette. First, I'm gonna start with this brown color here called How Bizarre. I'm gonna put that in my crease. Then to deepen that crease, I'm gonna put this all Natch darker brown. Then on the lid, I'm gonna put this color here called Levitate. And then with no extra product, I'm going to take that blending brush and blend seamlessly the corners. Just blend that. And then, just for a pop of sparkle, I'm gonna put some of this sparkly, it's like a champagne-ish kind of color. It's called Superpower. I'm gonna tap that onto Levitate. Now that we're all done with the eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and do my base. Today I'm gonna be using the Born This Way Soft Matte Oil-Free Foundation. Put about 2 squirts in my hand. And I'm gonna apply with a brush. And this is the color Ganache. After applying this with a brush, I am going to take a damp beauty blender, just press it into my face, make sure I settle it into that. Not spreading, just pressing it into my face. And this is my first time trying this. I tested it into the stores and it looked like it had a beautiful finish, and it looks like it's settling pretty well. So we'll see how this lasts during all the praise and worship and possibly tears at church. I'll let y'all know how this looks after praise and worship today. From here, I'm gonna go with my 2 concealer shades from Born This Way as well. I have Sable and Chestnut. I'm gonna start off with Sable. I'm gonna take that down the bridge of my nose, forehead, underneath my eyes, and there. While that's settling, I'm gonna go ahead and mark out my contour, cream contour. This is Fenty and Caviar. Gonna line out my cheekbones, across my forehead. I'm gonna stop there. All right, now that that's set for a while, we're gonna go ahead and start blending out that concealer. Here we go. This is where I go in and add that lighter concealer to add some contrast and brightness to the look. So we originally used the Sable from Born This Way. This is where I go in with the Chestnut. Now that contour is blended out with the brush, I'm gonna smooth that out some with the beauty blender. Smooth out some of those edges. Now we can start blending out that contour. And I go a little darker because I'm a little darker, and because we're gonna go over this with powder. Now, because I am prone to creasing, I am from here gonna go ahead and take the beauty blender, make sure I smooth out those areas under my eyes. And I'm gonna take this Chic Glam Insta Ready Pink setting powder. I'm gonna take a puff, take some of that powder, tap the excess off. And set it under my eyes. I'm going to take a brush and brush that off. Any of the excess that is. And I know it looks a little powdery, but trust the process. We're going to take care of all of that at the end. Now we're going to move on to blush. For my face, I'm going to use this MAC Studio Fix, and I'm using the NW58. I'm using this to set the rest of my face. For blush, I'm going to go in with this Rare Beauty in the color Hope. I'm going to take a blush brush. And I like to go over my cheekbones and up to about my temples. And I do like to go a little heavy-handed. And then I am going to tone it down a little bit with some bronzer. I know it looks a little jump scare, but I am going to tone it down a little bit with some bronzer. So we're going to be using this NYX Buttermilk Bronzer in Butter Than You. And this will also add a little bit more warmth back to my face as well. I am also going to take, I'm now going to take this Black Radiance palette and this like angle brush. And And I've already started, as you can see, creating like this contour effect in my nose. I'm just going to take a little bit of that, this darker shade here, and just kind of making that a little more defined. I'm being very light with this because I don't want it to start looking crazy. Then I have this NYX Buttermilk highlighter in the color Blaze It Butter. I'm just going to take the tiniest bit of this and put it on my nose and down the bridge of my nose to emphasize that a little bit. I'm going to take a little bit more of that dark color from the Black Radiance palette just to make sure we're not losing that contour. I'm going to take my powder melt by one size and I'm going to stretch my face. It got rid of all that powder-like finish from all of our setting powders. But what I really like is this Tier Mask Fix makeup fixer. And what it does is it creates like a blurring effect for my makeup. I don't know what about it, but and I'm not sure if the camera's picking up or not, but it creates like this airbrush finish over my whole face. And the longer it sits, it does do a little bit of a mattifying effect, but not completely like lacking moisture either. It's really pretty. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and move on to lashes, which is Bad Girl Bang. And ever since I discovered this mascara, I don't know, I hardly ever wear falsies. And today's lip combo is going to be brought to you by the Lip Bar and Low Key. I'm going to use this to line. And then I'm going to come in with this Estee Lauder Born Flirt. It's one of their Pure Color Illuminating Shine lipsticks. And I do want to add a little bit of darkness here. So I am just taking a lip And that's the finished look. On the way to church. You guys have a good one.